Recommended. Atlas was taking too long to finish Persona 6, so one guy just made it himself. Oh man, I need to go back and find the Zoroastrian one to read that for this.
Oh my god, yes, please do. Please do. Let's see. Let me find one. Alright. Just finished game. 10 out of 10. It left a hole in my heart, for sure. Did letting go of R2 destroy you? Fam, you have no idea. Spent so much time, but felt so short. Then went to this decision when built up the relationship. What the fuck does that even mean?
Good fucking god. Alright, let's get the Steam store open. Alright, show me them reviews, baby.
Okay, this isn't the Zoroastrianism one, but recommended. I'm mentally ill and I'm on drugs.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
I mean, that's probably about the only way you really could get through this game. And probably come away from it with a positive opinion of it.
Alright, I gotta do this fucking dialogue option once again. Dialogue options are amazing. My last thing to praise about this game, besides everything, I genuinely hope the devs see these critiques. They need to know they're doing things right. It was amazing to me that basically every dialogue option was viable in the game. I spent the whole game just saying what I wanted and not worrying about the typical tropes like picking the wrong option. It didn't even feel like there was a wrong option, contributing to the idea that we're really talking.
Okay, so I got a damn good one, I suppose. So, wow, did not expect such an incredible story and all the feels. I wanted to get this game because, hey, cute dating sim and fighting monsters, kind of like Persona, only to finish the game and sit in my chair and contemplate life. I've only ever done that with a few games, and certainly didn't expect it today. Also, the dodge system is worse than the release day of Dark Souls 1. Got visibly angry at it for a while.
You know, I wasn't aware they patched the dodge in Dark Souls 1, like, ever.
I finished the game. I feel depressed now. God damn, I was not ready for this ending. I went through a roller coaster of emotions with this game. When I saw the first trailer, I was captivated, and I couldn't wait for the release. I never play demos, but I did for this game. First impression, little disappointed. Everything kind of looked cheap. But after I learned it was a passion project from a single guy, I was more open to it. Still bought it on release. Didn't really get to it until now. It's got some faults. Combat's a little dull. But Yuna's the best girl, and I will die fighting on that hill!
I mean, at least it's a hill that's probably worth defending.
That's a defensible hill to die on, I guess, if you absolutely
and also,
must.
at the very least, you know, like, at least you're dead on that hill too, so... Alright.
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
Spend the end of the world fighting in a Zoroastrian struggle with your sword arm that can also turn into a tentacle alongside an idol and your pervy friend. It may be a bit jank, but it's my kind of jank. What the who the fuck describes this game as a Zoroastrian struggle?
Someone who does not know anything about what Zoroastrianism is at all.
I was gonna say, they don't know what any of the words that were in that sentence means. Great game. Really love this game. Special place in my heart. Hope the devs make more. And thanks for considering the PS4. Going into my personal top 10 JRPGs. These were some of the absolute best choices and conversations. Dare I say, I felt more engaged by the NPCs here than I do in most RPGs today. What the fuck have you been playing there, friend?
Oh, I got one. I expected the game to be scary. I expected the game to have some silly jokes. I expected the game to be a fun little hack and slash with some dating sim options. Some of this was right, but some wrong. But what I did not expect was that it made me cry. That the story would get me so hard that I cry is a hard, or that a story would get me so hard that I would cry is such a hard thing to do, and I am all for it. So yeah, give it a shot. Make your own picture, I guess. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, max points, etc., 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 smiley face.
Eternights helped me love a game story again. Finished the game today, had my feels run over by a truck. I sat there bawling in front of my wife, not wanting to let go of R2. I know the story didn't resonate with everyone, but I got the same feelings for the characters in my 13 hours with Eternights that I got in my 100 hours playing Persona 4 the first time. Go Team Min, she is the best girl.
Recommended, with 27.7 hours on record. Last night, I thought it was the weed. Today, I realized it wasn't. GG.
So, like a lot of people on this thread, I was moved to tears by the ending, which I personally considered to be fantastic and in no need of a sequel. A great ending is an ending left untouched. Oh my god, okay, this post is way longer than I thought it was going to be, but also, like, man, no.
There have been a lot I've scrolled past that are just way too long.
First off, let me say that Eternights is extremely well written. The characters are distinct. Their personalities are highly developed, combined with the dreamy aesthetic of the game's art and how they are brought to life by exceptionally talented voice actors. The result is a story which makes you engage, laugh, and cry. This is a rare feat, and all credit where it is due to the creator and the studio that made it. That they're one and the same, actually, so you could have dropped the rest of that. One can feel that this game was a labor of love while playing it the same way it can permeate when we engaged with a terrific book or album.
Yeah, like, what books and music do you partake in, friend? Speaking of which, this one, oh my god. So, the most striking thing about this game is its writing. The writing, especially the dialogue, is funny, genuine, believable, and full of personality. It's incredible that a single dev can write such good dialogue, while games from studios are still stuck in the, quote-unquote, Marvel funny quips and one-liners style of writing. Despite it being a little rough around the edges, the game is worth it, and for the story and for the writing alone. The guy had to bring in a fucking ringer to get the one good character he got out of it, but anyway, you do you, man.
Did we?
Alright, Crow, I got one for you. Here we are, together, for an ephemeral moment. One of us must go forever. What are we left now to fill the void that these persons love created for me in my life? What the fuck does that even mean? It might be a little glib to quote Lolita here, but nevertheless...
Fuck you! Fuck off!
Life is just one small piece of light between two eternal darknesses. We are offered a condensed version of all human relationships in this kind of scene, which is why they are, to me, always so powerful.
The first, sentence of that made me think, oh, maybe they're actually talking about, the ending to Nier Classic. Fucking nope.
Jesus Christ.
This one confuses me. Recommended, 17.3 hours on record, but 4.3 hours at review time. Having Kazuma as your best friend makes this game a 10 out of 10.
Huh?
Who the fuck is Kazuma?
Beats the shit out of me.
Did you review the correct game?
I've got one for you. Short and sweet. Unhinged and vile. Everything that I like. 3 hours on record.
I went with Min. I knew she'd be the one that I'd romance as soon as I saw her in the footage for the announcement trailer over a year ago. But my heart was not ready for that ending. In the dream sequence, when I chose her as the one who I loved and would sacrifice all else for, when the line, "So she's the one," popped up, I was thinking in retrospect, did I just freaking dox my girlfriend?
Recommended. 21.8 hours on record, 3.3 at review time. It has a good story. It's, I dare say, almost a better version of the Persona series. Alright, buddy. If you say so.
I chose Yuna. The ending hurt so much, I punched a wall.
I mean, I fucking hope that guy punched a wall. Just because it sounds fucking hilarious. And I hope he broke his hand.
Someone seems to have gotten lost on the way to Devil May Cry. Recommended. You get to watch Virgil cut off Nero's hand for a sword in the beginning, followed by being called deadweight by Dante for the rest of the game. Couldn't recommend it anymore.
Okay.
What? I don't think that's an accurate summation of this game. My heart is broken. I went with Yuna at the ending, and just this whole ending made me care for her and the other characters, then rip her from me. During the last R2 to hold hand, I realized I had to let go, but I couldn't. My friend made a suggestion if I could pause the game, which worked. I thought I was safe, and I wouldn't lose her. Then, while the game was paused, it continued, and I lost her. Crying emoji.
Okay, I have a follow-up for that one. If only we have Okabe's banana microwave, we could save our waifu!
Oh god. Sorry, it took me a second to parse that was a Steins Gate reference there, and I was like, what? What the fuck are they talking about?
I knew you'd get there eventually.
Here's an absolutely beautiful one. I farted mid-conversation. I think she want me. 2 people found this review helpful.
Which one was the fart in? Was that a Yuna scene?
I genuinely can't remember.
Yeah, there is an option, yeah, that you can choose fart, I think.
Yeah, no, that definitely is a dialogue option, but I don't remember who it's for.
I want to say it's Min?
Honestly, I think it's Sia, so we're all going in, 3 different directions here.
It's 1 a.m., and I just beat the game. I was not expecting my heart to be broken. I shouldn't have played this after Phantom Liberty. I thought this was going to have a happy ending. It's really fun, though. Really like the writing, enemy designs. Combat's got a great rhythm to it.
Okay, I found another review saying that Kazuma is your best friend. What the fuck game were those people playing?
Just finished the game. Wanted to come here and rave about it. I can't believe what a passion project this was from the developer. It was so much fun, so much heart pulled into it. I thoroughly enjoyed the combat, the social sim aspects, scratched an itch that I've had since the Persona games, and Sia Supremacy. Instantly fell in love with her character and all the extra scenes with her. But what the fuck, man? I'm over crying and shit over this ending. Give her back! This isn't okay!
Oh, here's one from yesterday. Recommended. 12 hours last 2 weeks, 14.6 hours on record, 14.6 hours at review time. Title: Eternights. A game that hits all the right notes. Just finished playing Eternights, and wow, what a ride! The graphics are jaw-dropping, immersing you in a visually stunning world. The storyline is gripping, with characters you can't help but root for. The gameplay is a perfect mix of easy to pick up and challenging enough to keep you hooked. What really blew me away is the soundtrack. It's like they composed it just for my ears.
What the fuck?
The music adds so much to the emotion of the game, and kudos to the developers for staying connected with the players. Regular updates and listening to feedback make it clear they care about the community. Eternights isn't just a game, it's an experience. If you're into fantastic visuals, a compelling story, and gameplay that's just plain fun, give Eternights a go. You won't be disappointed. I repeat, what the fuck game were they playing?
I am going to download this Uniclown image, and I am just going to make it the background of this entire video that I stitched together.
Yes, God, please.
Alright, I think that's enough of this.
Alright, here's one to end it on, then. Eater? I just met her! 10.5 hours on record.